What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lucky back with another reaction video. Is what I like to say, but there's something that has been weighing on me that I feel like I should talk about, and that is the Gachiakuta discourse. Okay, so a lot of things have been happening in the Gachiakuta space, especially X, Twitter, which has resulted in the author of Gachiakuta herself deleting her ex account, which I feel like is not something that a lot of people should be celebrating or saying, "Oh, she couldn't handle the pressure," because that just means that the fandom is becoming worse. And I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh my God, like the Gachiakuta fandom is becoming the My Hero fandom," or people say that, "Oh, the My Hero fandom migrated to the Gachiakuta space," which genuinely doesn't sit right with me, or it genuinely doesn't make sense, because I feel like that should have happened a long time ago. Because this whole discourse, for me though, I've seen it start when the anime was like popping up, when the anime dropped, when it was gaining more popularity. And I'm sitting here asking myself, why wasn't this discourse there when it was just like manga only? And there's just like one reason for that, is that with with the popularity that Gachiakuta gained, a lot of people went into the space curious. Then that that's where like the whole toxic um you know like crazy discourse started, because it was just like too much curiosity. And I feel like it's also another factor that people just don't respect boundaries of authors, because from what I've seen, K K, the author of Gachiakuta, has been nothing but chill. She's been an author that genuinely loves interacting with her fans. But I genuinely think that people like did not respect her boundaries like that. They did not show proper respect to a creator. And another thing, this whole discourse that people have created. Okay, first things first. How can you as a fan go out of your way to disagree with the author or the person who created the thing that you are disagreeing them with? For example, I say I create um a character. I create a story and I make two characters enemies. How can you go out of your way and say, "Oh, you know what? These characters, oh, they're definitely in love." Then I say, that's not it. They are basically like enemies, So I didn't create them to be like that. Then you go out of your way and say, "Oh yeah, nah, you lie. Those characters are definitely in love." There's definitely something going on there. Look, this is no hate or shade to the shippers, because there are a lot of things in the fandom that can make it toxic, and it's not only shippers. But with that, like being the more driving force to this toxic discourse in the fandom, it just doesn't like sit right with me. And again, this is no hate or shade to the shippers, you know. But with something that I've noticed with the in the Gachiakuta space, is that there isn't one critique when it comes to the Gachiakuta story. Like most of the time, the toxicness start starts with fandoms attacking other fandoms and talking about, oh my god, like this, your story has this and this and this. Okay, this, I'll make an example between the One Piece and the Naruto fandom, because I genuinely love both. Oh, I should add Bleach too. because I genuinely like love the three of them. But I swear to God, in on the internet, it's always a war between them. And yes, all of the big three, or all of the stories have their own, um, pros and cons. So like it shouldn't be like a shocker. But sometimes it's just like pushing agendas and all that. But with one thing that I've noticed with Gachakuta, ever since like the discourse started, I haven't seen one critique about the story, about like the writing. No, it's always about some bullshit on like, okay, sorry for the vulgar language, but it's always some BS topics, bro. It's always some BS topics. One example, when a fan asked Kay if they should like pirate her manga, how, genuinely, what went through your head when you just like go around and just ask like the author to parrot their work, like knowing good and damn well that they do not play with parroting shit. That is just crazy to me, bro. Like genuinely, that is just crazy. And another thing, the like the shipping aspect. Yes, Kay doesn't have a problem with how people receive or like draw like their characters, like that's all and good, but pest like pestering her about ships that aren't canon, like why are you pestering her? You could have just like did that and just said, would say, oh, I should who and who, like it's no problem. Why are you going out of your way to pester um or keep bothering the author? Like it genuinely doesn't make sense. It genuinely doesn't make sense. Like seeing um how much the whole fandom turned out with Gachiakuta being one of the best new upcoming manga animes I've seen in a minute. It's like it's genuinely heartbreaking. It's genuinely heartbreaking because it's so awesome, from the character designs, the story, the love they put behind it when it's being animated, the music, the the representation. Like one thing about Gachakuta that I love is how they handle the like the black characters, like the representation of like black characters. That is another thing that I genuinely fuck with. But other than that, it's so fucking awesome. Like it's genuinely awesome. But now you have this um problem of like people keep on pestering the author, not respecting her boundaries. You know, like it's genuinely crazy, bro. Like it's genuinely crazy. And I don't know if this is going to affect the um, the production of the second season, because it won, I think, 3 awards in the Crunchyroll Awards. But this, like the way that this is going, I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because I feel like this will push new people trying to get into like the space, the Gachiakuta space. It's gonna like push them away, which is something that is not good. Because one thing that I've seen is that with Gachiakuta, I feel like it could have been a breach between the audiences, the Western, and the Japanese audience. It could have been the breach between both audiences, engaging and interacting with each other, you know. But with this, the divide is even bigger than it was before. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but with how things have been like going, with like the audiences being like clashing every time something. The perfect example is JJK season 3. Like the audiences were clashing. They were genuinely clashing. But with Gachiakuta, I genuinely felt that, oh, this it might create a breach between like the audiences, because there's representation, which is something that a lot of people took up upon, that genuinely resonated with people. And the story itself, it addresses so many societal issues. But as Ruda said, the world is full of trash. And that is basically, with how things are going, it's basically proving his point that the world is full of trash because of all this, of all what is happening. And I, as an anime fan who genuinely loves and appreciate the work of mangakas, authors, because of what it has done for me growing up and until now, it genuinely hurts. Like it genuinely hurts. And I believe, like as anime fans, we should hold each other accountable for all this toxicness, because a lot of things make up a fandom. But I feel like when we let certain things go out of control, that's where everything starts to crumble. So, as anime fans, and if you are an anime fan and you see um, something that is toxic, I genuinely believe that you should just like try to call it out or call people out and say, no, yo, just chill on that. Like, there's nothing wrong with pushing like certain agendas, and shipping and all that. It what makes a fandom, a fandom, because there's just like a lot of people, there's a lot of ideas, but minimizing the toxicness and respecting the work and respecting the person who created that work, who is the catalyst of like this space. I feel like that should be our number one top priority, you know. And as the discourse says that it's mostly like the Western audience, I feel like we should hold each other accountable for the things that happen in like the fandom spaces, because there are a lot of issues that happen and there are a lot of problems in certain spaces. But for now, I'm just like strictly talking about the Gachiakuta fan base and other like potential fandoms and other like existing fandoms. We should hold each other accountable and reduce the toxicness, because at the end of the day, we all love manga, we all love anime. It has inspired a lot of people, it has helped a lot of people through their lowest points in life. So with all this, it's just creating more of a divide than it should have been. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, because this, like seeing all this, like it genuinely hurts as an anime fan. So I do believe that we as like anime people, as a community, we should do better next time. So yep, that wraps it up. And yeah, I'm going to upload more reaction videos. I'm sorry I've been quiet for a minute. You know, kind of like live stuff. You know, all part of growing up. But yeah, this is key.